Hello, welcome back to Ancients History. Today we are looking at peyton, aka 1218. Peyton is my name for 1218. Don't fucking steal it. Thank you. Well, peyton, aka 1218, was built on June the 2nd, 1943. Yep, you guys probably like, wait, 1943? Yep, he was a World War II build, like Rosie. So, obviously, in real life and in this lore, he's the only one left of his class. Whack, poof. So he was built by the same railway as 611 at Cape Catherine, North Fork and Western. So he is the 9th member of the class built, aka his family. So he's a Class A. So he first pulled troop trains during the Second World War. After the war ended, he was reassigned to all fast freight trains, heavy coal trains, and heavy passenger trains on the N&W Scuttle Division between Wilson, West Virginia, Portsmouth, Ohio, and Columbus, Ohio. And also made an occasional circus in Cincinnati. So in the late 1950s, he was reassigned to North Fork Division, running between Roanoke and Norfolk, Virginia. And you trust me, you don't want to see that. Anyway, sorry about that. So, in July of 1959, he was retired from revenue service. Okay, that's a bad shot. And he was purchased by the Union Carbide Company in Charleston, West Virginia. But he was used along two of his brothers. Well, 1202 and and 1230. I do not have names for them yet. So, okay. So they were used as stationary boilers in a chemical plant in South Charleston. So the late 1964, the Union Carbide Company sold Peyton's brothers 1202 and 1230 for scrap. So, but however, Peyton's story doesn't end. Nope. He was rescued by a New England millionaire, F. Nelson Bolton, who added Peyton to his private collection of steam locomotives the same time USA, but it was sold for month. So initially, many parts from 1202 and 1230, clean air pump, crosshead, guy yokes, the front sidewalls and the gauges were stabilized for 1218, aka Peyton. So in 1967, Bolton, he died in a plane crash. Sullivan and the Steamtown Foundation ran into financial trouble. So as part of the effort to recoup their financial losses, the foundation put 12 Peyton on a long-term lease to the Roanoke Transportation Museum, and he was constantly restored at the East End shops in Roanoke, Virginia, the same place where he was built. So afterwards, Peyton was put on display as a temporary exhibit at the Roanoke Transportation Museum in 1971. So, basically what you guys getting so far is actual real life history. Or the law, which is the same. Anyway, so in 1982, then NW, when Southern Railways were both immersed on the new Norfolk Southern Railway, NS, which is still around today, guys. So initially, Peyton's feed water pump was removed to repair and damaged one on 6/11, aka Catherine. Yep. She was restored to operating condition for inscription services. On the NS steam program. It started in 1966 by the Southern. By the end of 1984, the NS steam program wanted to lease Peyton to pull longer and heavier extension trains, along with servicing Catherine. So after some interviews took place as in Steamtown Foundation settled on trade, where the former client Peyton and allowed they acquired two EMD diesel locomotives in return. So on May the 10th, 1985, two Norfolk Southern P9 diesels rolled over 10 fleet. They panel track connecting the NS main line to the museum's display track. And they were coupled to the rear of Peyton. Peyton was then towed out of the museum and taken to the former Southern Railway's yard steam shop in Irondale, Alabama. There, Peyton will be restored to running condition at cost of, I believe, big monies. $500,000. Led by NS Master Mechanic of Steam Doug quite 10. So Peyton basically see the replacement pump from one of the bulk. Well, tomorrow Ohio's resumes steam engines. On January 15th, 1987, Peyton he went under a test fire. So 2 months later, on March 26th, Peyton moved under his own power for the first time in 28 years. He performed a break-in run between Idale and Wilton, Alabama. So on April 25th, Peyton he pulled his first public excursion for the INS team program between Roanoke and Bluefield, West Virginia. But some heavy rain and flooding that day caused so much slides and fallen trees to delay the trip's completion. So the following day, Peyton he pulled 2 more excursions between Roanoke, Lynchburg, and Wilton without incident. So on May the 4th, 1987, Peyton he pulled a empty 100 hopper car train to crew unassisted. In August during 1987 National Railway Historical Society Convention in Roanoke, Peyton he pulled a empty 50 hopper car train. Which he ran around side by side to Catherine, who was pulling an excursion train from Roanoke to Ledford, Virginia, in which they double-headed the latter for the return trip later on. So in July 1989, they pulled Peyton and Catherine. They pulled a rare double-header excursion with Nickel Plate Road 587 from Salisbury, Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville chapter of the NRHS convention. In June 1990, Peyton he traveled to St. Louis, Missouri, where he met up with Colton Belt. Oh. 819 Frisco 1222. And Union Pacific 844 to participate in another rare NRS HS convention, which took place at the former St. Louis Union Station. So on November the 3rd, 1991, during the Norfolk Southern 25th anniversary of their steam program, Peyton he joined Southern Railway 4501, and Catherine again to triple head at 28 car passenger train charging from Chattanooga, Tennessee to Alabama, Georgia. Lord, Tennessee. 4501. Took 8 hours for a complete round trip, turning around in Cleveland, Tennessee. Afterwards, Catherine and Peyton completed the rest of the trip to Alabama. So, at the end of the 1991 sturgeon season, Hunter Queen round trip excursion from Huntsville, Alabama, to Chattanooga, Tennessee, on November 8th. Peyton returned to your steam shop for extensive overhaul, where his wheels need to be replaced and portions of his firebox need to be replaced. They originally planned to have Peyton running again for the beginning of the 1996 season, but and as chairman, David R. Group canceled the steam program in 1994 due to serious safety concerns. Its insurance costs. There's plans to maintain steam locomotives. A yard switching accident, all of 89 passenger coaches in Lynchburg, Virginia, and decreasing rail network availability. So, in January 1996, Peyton was partly reassembled and told back to Roanoke to be stored at the East End shops. In 2000, Peyton was moved out of the East End shops and put on the turntable for a 19 photo shoot. Hosted by photographer O. Winston Link. Link wanted Peyton to be exhibited near the former and W passenger station in downtown Roanoke, which was planned to be covered into a museum that displayed the links and W photographs. Linky died on January 30th, 2001, but the plans for the museum still carried on. And in June, Norfolk Southern agreed to donate Peyton to the city of Roanoke to honor Link's wishes. Preparations were quickly made, including cosmic restoration in the Fort Southern to put Peyton on his way to Virginia Museum and Transport, formerly known as the Roanoke Transportation Museum, on June 11th, 2003, during the 60th anniversary of Peyton's 1943 construction date. He was pushed into place at the VMT's Rubber Beat Clayton and W. Graham Clayton Jr. sitting in shed next to Catherine. So, in 2007, both Peyton and Catherine were template on display at the Easton shops to commemorate his 25th anniversary. On April the 2nd, 2012, the city of Roanoke virtually donated both Catherine and Peyton to VMT. So, obviously, real life, he Peyton's head on display next to another former NWC locomotive, G-Class 06, and of course Catherine. So in 2024, last year, a mural of Peyton was painted by an artist, John Merle, at 108 Church Avenue, SE in downtown Roanoke, Virginia. The mural predicts 12 Peyton and various Roanoke icons, and on the March 31st of this year, 2025, the VMT announced that Peyton was designated as a Virginia historical landmark, and he was added to the National Register of Historic Places on May 19th. Well, that's it for his real life history. But wait, what does that mean for this lore? Well, sometime way after that, on August the 20th, 2025 of this year, Sir Andy Topham Hatt, the current control of the Northwestern Railway, went to go see Peyton in Roanoke, Virginia, the VNT, where a conversation took place, and he was brought into co-ownership with both the Northwestern and the VNT. And he still is the Peyton still is the gold place in Virginia. However, he happily now lives on the Northwestern Railway. Yeah. So he officially came to the island of Sodor. Was rebuilt, works, and happily runs on the main line. My fellow friend, J-Class 611 AK Catherine. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. See you guys next week for the next engine history. Even though this engine history is gonna take a while for it to be uploaded to YouTube, but fuck it.